Welcome back, guys. This is DMOX Design Creatives, ready to give you all the graphic design tutorials that you ever wanted to have, that you ever needed. Graphic designs that will help you get that job that you've ever been looking for. Graphic designs that will help you never look for employment or be frustrated because of unemployment, because you're going to do things that will help you become your own employer, you become your own boss, and we're going to make you become that. The previous tutorial was about theory. We are taking you through slowly by slowly so that you can understand the principles or the basics of graphic design. So guys, bear with me that after the theory part of graphic design, we are going to take you through thorough practicals that will make you catch up and understand everything about graphic design. I remember yesterday, the previous tutorial talked about simplicity. We started from graphic design definition. We also talked about expectations, and today we want to talk about what we talked about yesterday, or about in the previous video. We're going to take you through a few other elements that you have to understand so that we can move together. So today I will talk about something that is called typography. And typography is an introduction to typefaces, that is color contrasts, the alignment of your elements, the readability, how clear or clarity of the elements, your text hierarchy, and much more. So when you get to understand all this, you will easily start laying out typography successfully. And basically typefaces include your font styles, your font family, the font weight, your color that you're choosing, or the colors that your client wants you to use, and many other typefaces. A designer is always fully equipped with a varied number of typefaces. There's so many of them, so many font families, so many font types, font weights, so many of them, so many colors. You can't exhaust them all, and most of them may be very attractive to the eyes of the customers. But the most important thing, make sure that your typography is very attractive, but all the same a selling one, something that can sell out. Don't let it just be very attractive and not selling out to the customers. So typography is about clarity, it's about quality communication to your clients, it's about readability, which is also a very critical factor when setting a type. Good type can create aesthetically beautiful products and designs that are also usable. Under typography, there are two things that you must understand. One is something called kerning, and two is something called leading. What is kerning? Kerning is the way designers space letters. Letters may be squeezed. A word may have squeezed letters. the work of the designer is to actually make the letters, space them, space or create spaces between the letters so that they can easily be readable or clear to the reader. So if you space between, canning is the process of adjusting spacing between letters to make the distribution of the letters and the space between them appear even and readable to your users. Increasing or decreasing the spacing or letter spacing so that the characters in a word can easily be seen or readable is what we call canning. Leading. Leading is the adjustment of space between two lines. Say the two lines are vertical to each other. So the space between line A and line B, this space inside, you can either increase that space or reduce the space. You may reduce the space for reasons that you know, or increase the space for other reasons. Maybe the letters or the words cannot be very clear or cannot be very well seen. So that is what we call leading, and those are things that you have to understand under typography. So we talked of the font families, we talked of clarity, we talked of the font weights, the color, everything about typefaces, everything. So you must be very much equipped with them, and there are thousands and thousands and thousands of them, thousands of font types, thousands of font colors, so many of them. You can never exhaust them. So that is what we call typography. We will talk also on the next one, which is problem solving. And problem solving is basically used on user by the users or on user experience, or say the user will majorly, when they get into your application, they will want to walk through your application. Basically, it's like the way a customer walks into say for example, a customer walks into a supermarket and wants to go through your supermarket to get products they want. They may walk through areas where the things that are there are not what the customer wants. So the customer will have a few questions. Maybe they can talk to an attendant to help them get to know where these products are. So problem solving is all about helping the client or the customer walk through your application, walk through your website, or walk through your products so that they can easily understand. And if they do have questions, you must have a customer care contact center. If they maybe have questions like, oh, do I trust this application? Will they truly, or will they deliver the product that I will buy? Will they, if maybe for example I want to return the product, are there policies, are there ways that I can get back my money and all that? So the customer's journey from the start of your application to the last point of your application is what actually we look at. And if the customer has issues in between your application, so that is where problem solving comes in. You need to have a contact center where information is readily available. If a question is raised by the client, by a customer, you can easily retaliate, or you can easily provide answers to the customer. So that is what when we talk of problem solving, You need to look around and see if the customer is getting satisfied, and if the customer is not getting satisfied, what are the steps that you're going to take? Is your response prompt? Are you quick to retaliate to or to answer to issues that customers raise, or do you wait until 24 hours are gone or 48 hours are gone and this application and this customer actually wants to get the product within a shorter time than that? So if you look at that and you look at the many examples that are provided, you will see that problem solving is something that is a very crucial. You have to understand the product, you have to understand the application so that you can design that application that is presented to you. You design it in a way that in case of any question or any question that is raised, you are able to give an answer, and not just an answer that is convincing to your clients. So that's problem solving. We've talked about typography, constraints, simplicity. Those are some of the basic things that you have to understand before you get to the real thing, before we get to the practicals. So guys, assignments not yet. I will share with you after we're done with the theory. I will share the assignment, and I believe you're going to do your assignments and send them to me so that I can have a look at them. And then after that assignment, we will now begin the journey of doing it practically, and I believe we're going to have something that is going to help you so much, something that will help you make your own income. You don't have to wait for employment, but still you can make it a side hustle. So thank you guys for today's tutorial. Please subscribe and hit that notification button, or that notification bell. Make sure that you share to your friends so that they can also benefit from this. It's actually free, no fees attached to it. So what you need to do is to be very keen and attentive, concentrate, and you're not going to be the same person after these tutorials. So guys, thank you very much. I believe we will meet again in our next video, and may you have a good time. Thank you.